Hi Aquarius, welcome to my channel, The Visionary. I am Janice. So today we're going to bring through messages. I'm going to read the smoke on the incense, okay? And we're going to bring through whatever I see, whatever's coming through. And then I believe we are going to follow up with the Light Seers Tarot. So let me get it out, okay? I just want to say thank you to everyone. I love you so very much. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for watching. Thank you for the donations. Yes, just making sure I got all the cards out. Sometimes I do that. Yeah. Thank you for the super chats. Yay. That's so awesome. Thank you for the bookings. Okay, guys? Yay. So, I don't know why I picked the card. It's just, you know what? When the cards are on the table, I just automatically am like, I'm going to pick them up. So, but let's put them down. My guides are here calling in your guides. Irotinena, Wotisnala. The language I speak is light language. It's the language of love. Alright? Source energy, Irotinala. Many times I'm speaking to my guides, but I may speak to your guides, or I may be speaking to the angels. I have been feeling like doing light language shorts coming up again, so I have a feeling that we're going to be starting to do that again. So we might be speaking light language during the video too, so just open to receive, because there's always some kind of activation that comes through as well. Alright, and I'm putting this down here so I can see the smoke. Yaratina moa. Get ready, get set, get activated, okay? Supercharge, swift changes, celebrations, autonomy. Or there might be somebody, because I'm also feeling something medical, so I don't know if someone's going to school for anatomy, or it's just that's how deep this activation is that's happening, like getting deep into the cells, getting deep into your organs, a very deep cleanse that is happening. What is it that you want them to know right now? Why are we reading through the smoke, first of all? Yeah. Okay, so I'm hearing that the smoke is, it taps you into the energy of release, okay? But also, it's very ethereal, okay? It's also always moving, to help you understand that you are always moving. You're always in this vibrational, like, movement. Even when you feel like you're stagnant, or things are not going, or things are not moving, everything is always moving. You don't know what direction that is, but just trust that divine love is moving you in that right direction. So right now there might be some spots of, turtle moments where you have to go super slow on something. You have to do a lot of reflection. Double up on shadow work on some days. And then there's those days where you're just in pure alignment, and you're fully, in your power and your purpose, creating abundance for you, new creative projects, new beginnings coming in. I just saw 00. You guys might be seeing 00 a lot. Yeah. They want you to get comfortable with comfort, right? Because comfort is also calmness, relaxation. Yes. Because I'm seeing a house where the smoke is coming up, and then I got drawn into the fireplace, and like cozy slippers, and just being comfortable. I feel like this is this new beginning. Yes, thank you. They just did 00 again. That's the new beginning that's happening. This new beginning of just being comfortable in your skin and your body. So you guys are raising an awareness and consciousness. They showed me the genie lamp. So it's your lamps are full, right? With consciousness. So your body, you're occupying your full body, or you're practicing the occupation, right? Of occupying your full body. That's so funny. Yeah. Really learning what it feels like when you're grounded. and understanding that that can be a constant, that feeling of peace and relaxation. I feel some of you guys holding. All right, so just like relax your body. Yeah. There's something right now too. They just showed me like everyone's Akashic record. So they just showed me like a bunch of books, like your book of life, right? That's how they're showing it to me. And the smoke is like kind of like cleansing it. I feel like somebody's watching where I don't actually have access to read your Akashic. But it's a like a psychic protection. It's like a fear protection. So maybe you watch me because you just are like magnetically pulled to me, but maybe the things that I say don't actually resonate with you. But it's an opening, right? It's a clearing. So this is also, thank you, Michael's coming in very strongly now. He's saying this is also just a process of you allowing yourself to access different parts of your Akashic record, right, through the clearing. So smokestack, I just heard. Yeah. So this might also bring up some past life trauma and pain, right? But the more you allow your consciousness to access your body and to fill your body up, to dive into consciousness, to dive into those parts of that emotional pain, of that stagnant energy, or just that tightness, that tenseness, you just dive into that area where you feel that tenseness, whether it's your heart or your shoulder, whether it's your right foot, whether it's your third eye, somebody's having ear trouble, like, yeah, you just dive into it. Like, intend to dive your consciousness into that part of you and stay there until the feeling dissolves. Like, you're that powerful. You have the power to dissolve your own blocks. You have the power to unlock, they're showing it to me in pages. I really like storybook, like Disney stuff, so that's how Spirit speaks to me a lot. And so they're showing me like the more you dive into your body and you dissolve the emotional pain, the trauma, the more you're going to be able to unlock within you, right? Like your consciousness is the key. Your breath is the key. So breathing in and then exhaling into wherever it goes. Maybe you're going into your heart or one side of your heart. Maybe you're going into your lungs. For some of you guys, you might be going into your digestive system. Something reticulitis, you guys know what I'm trying to say, because you know who I'm talking to, right? Dive into that, right? Bring your consciousness there, because a lot of times it's an emotional block, right? Yes, thank you for that. Somebody's name out here might be Tracy as well. I don't know what's coming through. The ancestors really want to come through right now. And it's because we're in the cave. Like, they actually told me when I was getting ready to sit down, and they said, high tide. And I was like, high tide, wait a minute. Okay, high tide means we have to leave the cave because the water's filling up in the cave. So it means it's time to come out. It's time to speak. It's time to express, right? But the ancestors are here, and they bring me back into the cave, and it's very beautiful. It's a crystal cave. We've been talking about the amethyst cave a lot, but this crystal cave is, it's like opalite or something. It's almost like an iridescent, smoky quartz I'm seeing. And they're wanting me to sit down. There's sticks, like logs, where the fire is, and they want me to sit. Yeah, it's kind of quite chilly, and we're covered in like heavy clothing, but it feels like heavy clothing from like, that period in time, like the Mulan kind of like period in time when it was cold out. It's kind of like that. I'm getting that energy. And they're wanting me to hold a baby. All right, so maybe some of you guys are about to have a baby, or you're nurturing a baby, or you're praying over a baby. Or there's something, I just heard project, I saw project, right? There's some kind of project that you have to nurture like it's your baby. So it's this kindness, okay? Some of you guys are looking for a new approach, a new way, and the new way is kindness, it's compassion, it's how can you love it more, you know what I mean? Not necessarily what you can get from it, but how can you love it more? It's like a child, right? And a child, like the more that you love the child, the more the child opens up to you, the more you see the gifts of the child, the more that child starts just producing gifts of their own. And they're showing me like, and when the child opens up and feels very safe to start coloring, with you, and then showing you their pictures and then explaining their story to you, and then telling you why they use certain colors or what the shapes are. And when the child feels that open to be able to open up to you, that within itself is a gift. So there's something within a project that you're going to be giving this more kindness to, this nurturing, and it's going to really open it up because you were opening up, right? If that makes sense. Yeah, 1717, 1118. Yeah, so you're about to it's a manifestation, a wish fulfillment come true of something to do with your divine purpose. All right, so that's something with your fulfillment, your satisfaction, being in the energy of financial prosperity. Thank you. All right, they're showing me coins. I'm seeing yeah, I'm seeing both. Thank you. I'm seeing the sudden wealth card and the unexpected income card from the Kipper deck. So maybe we'll get that out because I actually was feeling that. What time is it? Okay. Yes, they said it's time. We ended at 11:06. So that might mean something to you, or you might be seeing the numbers Irotinama 11:6. Okay. Yeah, my lepidolite, right? Crystals are multi-purpose usage. Yeah. All right, hold on. Let me just drink some water because we were channeling a lot. I got the dice out too. For some reason, the petrified wood wants to stay like that. I'm not really sure why. It just feels good. So maybe you might be drawn to petrified wood, or that might be something you want to look into. I know that if you did the meditations, and thank you if you did any of them, if you listened to any of them, thank you for your presence there. And yeah, and the opening of your consciousness and your heart, not only for yourself, but for all humanity. Thank you. Namaste. And so there was a lot, some of those videos had a lot of crystals that came through and things like that. So I don't want to throw too much at you guys, but it just feels right to mention it. Okay. And also we've been working with lepidolite. Yeah, distant horizons, 36. All right. So there's this energy of stay the course. Let me light this one candle here. It might start to go out because wait. Yeah, somebody's coming to dinner. All right, so whenever I spill candle wax, it's almost like it's a wake up, right? Of being like, oh, wake up, you're going unconscious type of thing, right? Like, wake up, be aware, be in your body, wake up. But somebody's coming to dinner, so I feel like the reason why that's mentioned right now is they're preparing you for somebody to come back into your life, all right? Distance horizons. Okay, and so I feel like whoever this is going to be coming back into your life, there definitely was some trauma with them. All right, maybe some unfinished business, but maybe your healing, okay, the healing that you have received and are receiving is the fact that you have cut that tie. Right, that psychic tie, you have cut that, and you've released the burden of feeling like there's anything unfinished. Like you've sent harmony and peace and love and forgiveness to this connection, to this person, maybe even to this job, so maybe like an old boss is going to call you up and ask you to come back or something like that, and Spirit says that there's distractions everywhere. Thank you, Michael, as he gave me his sword here in my hand. Okay, so anyway, thank you. Yay. Yeah, so it's not necessarily to say to go back into contract with this person or this job or whatever that's coming back to you, but it's for recompense. All right, so that way you can make amends. Yes, because somewhere within your soul, but also within your previous contract, this was meant to happen so that you can make that amends, and so that both people, walk away feeling harmony. right? Feeling good. And so we had a lot of, he says keep holding it. All right, so we had a lot of sorry, I asked this, like, shouldn't I just hold the sunlight tower? He said no, just so. All right, anyway, the harmony and the peace. The archangels have been working with us, the archangels of fire, through doing those meditations and bringing harmony and peace. And so kid Hosey was bringing that balance and peace to self, of giving, receiving love, and also you with your partner giving and receiving love, right? So when you're giving and receiving love, so I am sending love to myself, I am giving love to myself, I'm sorry, because I'm looking at the camera, so that's why I'm like sending love to myself and I'm giving love to myself, right? As I'm looking at the camera. But it's that energy, when you do that, that harmonizes out not only relationship with you, but anything that's connected to you, anything that needs that energy, all right? And that beautiful compassion, it just flows out, Yeah, I love it. So because I'm over here holding this sword, I'm going to go like this, irokatana, yeah, bad health. So remember we had said that somebody might be bringing their consciousness down into their stomach, okay? Now is definitely that time. If anyone has been called to do like a parasite cleanse or a detox, or a sugar detox or any of those kinds of things, even like doing with sea moss, any of that kind of stuff that's been coming up, definitely do that, okay? And remember to eat your avocados, all right? Other things, do you want to say anything else about this? They're just saying it's a lot of vegetables, but vegetables are on deck. There was a time when there was a lot of fruits that were coming up, and I feel like we were working a lot with goddess energy, the collective was, right? We still are, but now it's different, it's more rooted, okay? And also more green, because there's this big heart opening that is happening as well, and there's this big flush that is needed to go through the digestive system to get out that trapped emotion and that stagnant energy, all right, and the diuretics, all right, that you need to help you flush out the toxins and flush out the limiting beliefs is going to come in the form of your juices, like your raw juices, and your raw smoothies, okay? So putting kale in everything, that kind of thing. You can still add your fruit in, like if you're having trouble with self-confidence, self-esteem, calling back your power, putting your pineapple, doing your kale. We were adding arugula in, which was like powerful and beautiful, and we just use alkaline water, all right? And we put in the nutmeg, the cinnamon, and the cayenne pepper, and the honey. So whatever your preference is, okay, all of that has a reason. Everything that we put into to our body has a meaning behind it, and that is when you're living this intentional, this conscious creator. You're one with the law of deliberate creation, because everything you do has a conscious purpose of it, and you are aware. You're not running on conditioning or any automatic programming. So that's also the thing that is coming out of the collective, yes, and high honor, so the spirit world sees you and they're giving you such high honor for the work that you're doing. So kudos, right? Congratulations. And there's also in this card, I actually see, oh my god, yeah, the Cannon. It came to us earlier, so some of you guys might be familiar with Dolores Cannon or with her work. She's a famous channeler. And so there, you might be called to watch one of her videos or read one of her books or something like that. I'm just hearing, what is it? Encounters of the Third Kind. I don't know if that's one of her books or if that's something else, but maybe. So that also might be that also you're getting recognition from your star family and from the star beings, all right? So they're going to probably start wanting to come and contact you, okay? A lot of you guys, so that you can express healing, through your vessel while you're connected to a consciousness, a star consciousness, is what I'm feeling, Yeah. Thank you. And so I'm seeing 6 wheels. There's 6 wheels. So this is beautiful with the harmony energy and also with the Wheel of Fortune coming in the number 10. All right. So you guys are manifesting that beautiful fortune for yourself. So just remember when, yes, thank you. I, yes, thank you. I'm honoring the space right now. So this is also for you guys. When you're you're in a moment, right? And I'm checking. I'm like, well, am I grounded? Because so much is coming in right now. They're like, no, you're grounded. It's just there's this opening that's being created to where you can just hear your inside a lot more clearer. So you're going to be able to hear your divine child a lot more clear as well. All right. And there's going to be these moments where you're just going to be like, excuse me for a second, and you're just kind of going to go inside and you're just going to listen, to what is being told to you. And that's also the sacred alignment, to where you're taking sacred action, right? Aligned action, grounded action, action built in compassion and love, right? Yeah. So that beautiful 6, wealthy man. Hey. So right now I'm seeing the Ace of Pentacles over him. Okay. So, and it's the 13. So quite possibly whoever's coming into your life, they were abundance block. All right. So whoever's going to be coming back in, and it may be as little as a text message, a phone call, a voicemail. You could run into this person, and basically it's kind of this, and I'm going to say it like this because this is how it's explained to me, how I understand it, is that people who have not raised in frequency, right? Or are just not on your same path. They're not coming through that doorway with you, okay? Because you've written them out of your script, right? So there's no place in your life for them. But you need this, they need this, right? For you both to kind of move on in forgiveness and harmony and peace and have a full heart with no regrets, right? And recompense, right? Yes, to be able to make amends. And so when this person comes in, more than likely they drained you in some way. They took something from you, and it's not like taking, like they stole it from you. We often say that energy vampires, right? And that they steal your energy. But the truth is that if you are not in your high vibration, then you are giving your energy away, right? Because maybe you're people pleasing, maybe you're feeling not worthy, maybe you're not feeling enough, maybe you're overdoing, overgiving, maybe you're sharing too much, maybe your boundaries aren't set. Whatever it is, whatever the self-love, self-care lesson is that you need to learn, then that's how they had access to your energy, because you gave them permission. All right, so this is when I say the vampire thing comes in, and the only way that this person is going to come back into your life and cause you to relearn the lesson, but from a new perspective, from new eyes, is if you invite them in. Okay, if you invite them in. So think about that, and also think about your actions for when this person comes back, or when you see this person, to take that moment to pause. Okay, yeah, take that moment to pause. Like if they're like, hey, do you want that job back? We really need you. I'll give you more this, or you can set your own schedule. Like instead of answering right away, especially if you're face to face, right? Like Starbucks, coffee, whatever, gas station. If you're like, take a moment, and before you answer, like if you already are like have an answer, like maybe this is something you wanted so bad before, right? You wanted it so bad before. But then you did that in her work, you released, trauma bonds, you cut some ties, you cleaned up your third eye, you cleaned up, your solar plexus, you called your power back, you're loving yourself, you're feeling good, and now you're like, that's not what I want anymore. But because you're in this great vibration of manifesting easily, effortlessly, all those old wishes are coming true. So it's going to be on you to come into your heart and to say to yourself, is this what I still want? Right? Do I want to you know, and think of it like this, like, do I want to get into a new contract with this person, or would I like to just have the amends, you know, the recompense, the harmonizing of the situation, and then it ending, right? Ask yourself that. Yeah, I just heard birds of a feather flock together, so remember that too. And also remember that you're seeing the truth of all things. And not only you're seeing the truth, but you're feeling it. So you'll know if this energy is right. Like, you're, you know, if this person is just telling you what you want to hear, or if they're just really or if they're seeing your value, or if they just are contacting you because they don't want to hold the guilt. You know what I mean? Like, you're going to know. You're going to know, so trust your knowing. And that came out a lot in some of the shorts that we just did. And yeah, so just trust your knowing. Couldn't remember where else it came out through. 이러는나. Still wants me to hold it, so we're going to. I don't know, maybe it's a thing that's helping me, like, because I'm imagining the sword in my hand, and like, it feels very real to me, like, to where, like, I can't, it feels so real to me, and I feel like I'm just like, I feel like I'm placed, you know what I mean? And I also feel the vibration. It's definitely a selenite sword. I feel the vibration of the truth energy, but I also feel this, all of this, with the crystals around, and then the fire, and then I do have my water right here. I just feel very grounded and very fully in my body. So I don't know if everything that we say is for a reason, right? And so I don't know if this is something you need to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you need to, like, either hold something in your hand, or if you do hold something in your hand when you're channeling, or if you're feeling really nervous at the time, or financial fears, and I just see this big march coming, and they're like, financial freedom, financial freedom. It's like this, it's all these people coming, financial freedom, financial freedom. I see all these like flags and everything, and they have all these saying financial freedom. So some of you guys are really been working so hard for financial freedom and financial independence, and part of the reason why it hasn't been manifesting as quickly as you like is because you haven't been grounded, right? Because those fears, anxieties, and stuff have kept you in your mind instead of in your heart. So try holding something, you know, like holding something, like whenever you're doing it, and having to do something with one hand really makes you focus. I'm gonna tell you that now. All right, so try that, even like staring at the tea light, and you know, holding selenite in your hand, or something else, and just holding it, because this is also for those of you who are meant to communicate with your guides more. You're meant to receive more of the messages. You're meant to communicate them out. Yeah, hold steady, good form, right? You're meant to be embodied. You're meant to fully bring your integrated self, like, up and out, you know, like up and out. It's this energy of like up and out. So let's feel this. So it's like we're diving into the heart, and then we're sending the consciousness like up and out, like through that the back of that spine and into our angel wings. That's how it's feeling, like, oops, right? It's that energy. I feel like we just did all right. A little dance move there. All right, I'm always coming up with these dance moves. I tell my daughter she can use them, she can share them, and she's just like, no, mom. But anyway, okay. The sun, don't you love it? Yeah. Just look at that. Look how powerful that is. That's you. That's your energy. I stand still and I see the power within me. See it glow so brightly. Open to receive. All right? Open to receive. Yeah. Open to receive. Be grateful for the financial blessings that are coming into thee. All right? Saying thank you. Before, and after you receive. Like, so before your blessing has come, say thank you for it coming, and then after, you know, also continue, thank you for all the blessings I've received, thank you for all the miracles, the gifts, thank you for all the enlightenment, the guidance, thank you for all the space, the peace, thank you, I'm grateful. Like, just continuing being on that frequency of gratitude, because that is also going to increase the rate of manifestation, because it's going to make your heart is going to feel good, and it's going to feel open, right? And it's also going to be in that energy where you're going to have the courage and the confidence to let somebody know with compassion, because I was going to say without hurting their feelings, that they can't re-enter your life. Okay? So it kind of, we just went full circle on that. I feel like we just was on the bus, and we just stopped all these places, and then we came back to where we started. All right? Yeah. And that's from you knowing your power and trusting your power, trusting the knowing. So we've been reading The Power of Now. I think we've mentioned that a couple times by Eckhart Tolle. Okay. I'm sorry, because we've also listened to it on audiobook. So we like, and his audiobook for that, anyway, I don't know about his other stuff. He actually, it's his voice, you know, and on the YouTube for free. And so I like heard him saying the knowing. He always says the knowing, and the fact that I keep saying it, it's like a call. And that book is actually, to me, it's like a teal and a yellow, but I see it as golden green. So that might resonate with some of you guys. Okay. Take from the top, you said. Oh my God, look at all these good cards. Emotional fulfillment. Draw rainbows. Draw rainbows. Just draw them. It doesn't matter if they're all one color or what, but draw the rainbows, because your happiness, your happy thoughts, your happy emotions is manifesting so much abundance that's coming into you, you know, where you just feel so good being you. Even if you're just sitting washing the dishes, you're like, oh, this is great, you know, like you just feel so good. This is where you're about to be. Okay, yeah, and that he's coming back with this wealthy man energy, but this is again this Ace of Pentacles, right? So I do feel like it's going to be an end of hard times, only because you're changing, you're shifting your whole perspective, right? And you're seeing the goodness, the abundance within all, and also you're seeing the gift in the wound, you're seeing the blessing in the pain, which can be very difficult and hard, right? For you to even go there, but your heart is opening so much to where you're like, I hold nothing, I resist nothing, I have no baggage, you know, take me as I am type energy, like in this full surrender, because you've been through some. Okay, yeah, so powerful. Now I feel like singing, yeah, because you've been through some. Okay, with that Seven of Swords, right? Now I'm hearing throw some. I think that's Eric Sermon. I don't know. But, yeah. Having a lot of you are either, I feel like a lot of you already have healed this betrayal energy, okay? Yeah. And the sun is shining too on betrayal, but also on the ways that you've betrayed yourself, and you forgiving yourself, and you calling back your power, like double time, like swiftly, like Michael's all over it. He's like, come on back over here, come inside the solar plexus, right? Yeah. I almost feel like the crow might be somebody's power totem or spirit animal, but power totem at this time. Because you're seeing lots of signs. I feel like you're seeing lots of signs, and you're not only are you seeing the signs, but it's like we just watched, I forget what movie it was. It was like National Treasure 2. I don't know. It was with the girl, the National Treasure with the girl, and it's like you're seeing that you're decoding the matrix, you know what I mean? You're seeing the signs, and you're seeing the meaning behind the signs, but you're seeing also how they're connected. You know, like when you know that For instance, when, I don't know if you guys noticed, but we just got like a whole bunch of subscribers came, and it came, I don't know, like it just like woo, and we haven't experienced that in a long time, right? Because we just been like going through it, but anyway, so we experienced that. But before that was coming, we were seeing mushrooms everywhere. We were taking videos of mushrooms, we were eating mushrooms, we were taking pictures of mushrooms, we were wearing mushroom socks, we were just seeing mushrooms. And there's I can't remember exactly, but there is this affirmation, and it's well, I think it's the Psalms, and it's just like overnight it grew like mushrooms, you know. And that's what the universe, what God can do for you when you believe, right? When you see things through the eyes of abundance. And it was, so you guys are in that kind of same energy where you are sensing, even though this like distant horizon, this money is coming, and this abundance, emotional fulfillment, all of this is coming, right? And it's going to be like an influx of just like whoop, right? Remember, it goes out into those wings. And so it's coming, but you were seeing all of the signs before it comes, you know. So at first it might be like little trickles of little things. You see like a rainbow here, a rainbow there, you know, whatever you're, you know, whatever it is, because it might be something different. It could be fast growth, it could be a whole bunch of growth, it could be you know, it could be money, honey, it could be wish fulfillments that are coming in fast, which I think that's kind of what this is. Wish fulfillments that bring you emotional fulfillment are going to be coming in fast, i.e. the rainbows, right? And so it's like you finally getting that restitution on the work that you've put in, and you being ready to receive it whenever it's here to come. And so the universe sends you the sign, right? And you're like, oh, that's in a rainbow. And then like the next day, I saw like 3 rainbows today. Okay. The next day, you're seeing like tons of rainbows, and then there's double rainbows in the sky. Then all of a sudden, you're seeing the number that for you represents rainbow, which for me is like 1717, 1414. Whenever I see those numbers, I'm like, thank you. Okay. So any of that, you know, and it's like, so again, trust in your knowing, because the signs are all around you. And that's how you also know that you're grounded, you're raising to a higher elevation in consciousness, because you're connecting all of the pieces. You're connecting, it's like spirit is giving you the pieces to put together your puzzle. You can't see the full picture yet, but you're like, okay, thank you. And so that also is allowing you to be so damn grateful before you receive the blessing, you know, because you know without a shout of a doubt it's on its way, that it's coming. Like, you don't doubt that it's coming. You're like, it's on its way. It's just a matter of, you know, when I click into that right frequency, you know. It's like I'm hearing these like and I'm seeing, it's like, you know, those things that go up and down, and then when you pull it down, you like hear right? And then when you pull it up a little bit, you just hear a little bit. It's like that. I forget what those things are called, but anyway. And that's kind of how it is. It's like you might be teetering a little bit. You might go up, then you might come down, right? But then you're like, then you go up 3, and then you're like, okay, I'm here. And then you're feeling yourself rise a bit, and you might go back down 1, right? And you're like, nah, it's okay. It's all right. I'm going to forgive myself. And in that moment, you rise up 12. You know what I mean? And you're like, whoa. And then your reality just shifts and changes. And then there goes your rainbow. Hi. There, gift for you. You know, that kind of energy. Yeah. Gift for you. Okay? Because you're worthy and deserving of receiving it. Gift for you. You know, Queen of Pentacles. You knowing, without a shadow of a doubt, law of assumption, that it is coming, that it is yours, and you feeling into that, you know. And some people may call it daydreaming, you know, but it's this energy of feeling is the secret. Neville Goddard, thank you so much. And you're just in that energy, in the mirror, washing dishes, doing things that might be mundane, but you are feeling so freaking grateful for this wish fulfillment that it's like there's no way that your mind would think that it's not going to come true, you know. So you guys are like doing some great self-hypnosis work, which is absolutely beautiful, with reprogramming the subconscious mind, because you had to cut limiting beliefs. You had to get through a whole bunch of weeds and had to take the machete out, boom, 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 boom. You had to get the sword out, boom, boom, boom. You had to do all that to where you could get to this place of like, I am worthy of financial well-being. I am worthy of prosperity. I'm worthy of emotional fulfillment. I'm worthy of happiness. I'm worthy of living a good life. I'm worthy of financial freedom, independence, right? Yeah, I'm worthy of it all. So that also, that word worthy, speaking it out, yeah, you're worthy of releasing that heartbreak. You're worthy of having your heart just cracked open and having all that stuck emotion just leave and just let go, you know, that grief, all that, grudges, grievances, any jealousy, envy, just letting it all go, just opening up that heart and just saying, take it all, you know. And as you're watching this heart opening and you're saying take it all, you might start to cry because you remember that. But in those tears, you're releasing that pain and you're calling back your heart power, right? Yes, you're calling back your truth and your trust in you. Yeah, and there goes confirmation. All right, so there's the confirmation of somebody coming back in. But it's going to be beautiful. So I definitely feel that this is also, and I'm hearing it as well, that with the new beginnings, thank you 00, they just brought us back in, that new gifts are coming online. Gifts, your inner child is, the more you open up this heart, thank you so much, the more you open up that heart and you just like, I just had the gavel. They just put it in my hand. It was the judge's gavel, and we just hit that heart, cracked it open, and just let everything ooze out that doesn't belong, and just let it go where it's going to go, but it's not going to stay here, right? Because your angels got this. Know that. So that's another thing you guys are going through, a really huge transformation of not having to direct the energy to go anywhere, because one of the first things is you're like, I am surrounded by my angels, I'm surrounded by my guides, they're helping me in this, I'm connected above and below and within. And your body, your heart, everything already knows. Your higher self is like, right, I'm right here, doop doop, right, my bestie in a tessie, right there, just pulls on up. It's just like moves forward into that consciousness, into that higher mind, and they know what to do. And then that takes so much pressure off of you, and all you got to do is open, listen, feel yourself dive into your heart, open those doors, you know, that you had chained and super glued shut, you know, with the Gorilla Glue. You're like, you're not opening. But we're not carrying that no more, so we got to open it, right? So we can let all that out, because we're not going to hide or stuff anything down, because later on we don't want it to show up as self-sabotage, right? Or any feelings of guilt or feeling unworthy or not enough when it's time for you to really go after your dream. Yeah, and then here we are with spirit moving forward. Look at this, Irotinala, okay, with the Ace of Cups. Powerful. So 2 new beginnings coming in, all right, with this powerful energy. And maybe that's why they kept saying 00, right? The powerful energy of the Ace of Pentacles, a gift, something physical coming into you. It may not necessarily be as tangible, thank you. It may not be money, although I do feel like it's money. Whenever I'm seeing lots of 5s, or I'm seeing lots of rainbows and 5s, that mixture, for me, that signifies a monetary gift, right? But it doesn't have to be. And also it depends on what the signs are for you, right? And then a new beginning and this love of like, I'm loving on myself, I'm letting the universe love on me, I'm letting my ancestors love on me, I'm letting the earth love on me, I'm open and receiving all of this love that is flowing to me now. Abundant, baby. Yay. I also feel we're going to end, irakata. Yay. We're going to end. So I also do feel that you guys have to keep your throat chakra clear. So that's the thing that sometimes I don't want to speak. Straight up. I don't want to talk at all. I just want to be full hermit mode, just in here. You know, like I become the crab and I'm just like, don't talk to me, right? But talking, speaking, it clears that throat chakra and it helps to activate all this beautiful energy, all this peace, you know, and you got a lot to say. So however you want to, you know, talk, maybe it's you just recording yourself, or you talking to yourself in video, or recording yourself, you know, almost doing a journal recording type thing, if you want to do that. Or if you have a collective that you speak to, or if you have, you know, an audience, a community, clients, whatever, you know, start getting your voice out. Yeah, that's definitely coming from the 12. Thank you for that. Yeah. Singing, rapping, reading your books out loud. I think who was it? Was it Abraham Lincoln? Or I think it was Abraham Lincoln, yeah. Where they said that he used to read the newspaper out loud, and he would read it twice. I think it was him. I'm sorry if I misquoted it, but the point is, it was somebody very famous, somebody very successful, somebody who had to use their throat a lot and had a lot to express, right? You know, with the speeches and things like this. And they read it aloud, okay? I think I read that in Think and Grow Rich. I don't know. But that maybe you guys are reading that now. I don't know. Or maybe somebody's reading that. I don't know. Or maybe you should read it. I don't know. Maybe you've been asking for a resource. I'm not sure. Yeah, that's definitely a great book to get you into the prosperity, abundance consciousness, right? Yeah, and so Spirit says, yeah, don't knock it till you try it type things, because something that you may feel isn't like spiritual actually is very spiritual once you start reading it and getting into it and attuning to the energy of the authors, you know. And people just use different words and stuff, but whatever comes to you, you know, accept it. And also know that you don't always have to be right. Wow. You know what I mean? Like, that's a learning lesson too, and knowing that something that you thought would have never given you value, once you open your heart to it, you find immense value in it. Okay? Yeah, look at that. Releasing limiting beliefs, 6 of Swords, walking away from what limits you, from what holds you back, you know. So some of that are new resources that you never thought would be something that would help you, is going to come to you as a gift. Yes, Spirit says use your tools. And then Michael is like, remember to cut those cords, all right? Yeah. The psychic ties, karmic bonds, binding ties, clearing anything that binds you, stops you, holds you back, drains you, tries to fill you up with any kind of negativity or fear or doubt, any of that. Remember to do that often. Sometimes you got to do it really often, more than one time a day, all right? More than twice a day. But I feel like you guys are doing that. I feel like that might be confirmation for somebody, all right? To know that you're like, it's almost like you're walking up the hill and you can't see the horizon yet, but you know it's there. And so you continue to keep walking. It's that kind of energy, right? Yeah. For some reason, I just heard in my Chris Brown voice, don't give up before the blessing comes. I have no clue why that came through like that. Yeah. Just look, go slow. Knight of Pentacles. Like, it's a journey. Enjoy it. Every moment of it. Yeah. All right, y'all. Thank you so very much. I hope that you got something from this. I hope that the messages resonated. I know that we kind of, I don't even know, we were just channeling, so a lot of it just kind of seemed like it connected and then it whatever, but I just hope that it helped you. Okay. We definitely enjoyed the cracking open of the heart, so you can use that visualization for yourself and just allow yourself to open and just see all of that stuff coming out, especially for those of you who are very visual and physical at the same time. That felt like a great opening that we had. So I hope that you had the opening too. And yeah, Oh yeah, yes. So just listen to your intuition. You know, if you need to reach out to your GP or anything like that for any of the kind of like substances that we mentioned, like the herbs and spices and things like this, definitely do that. Okay, like if you have any underlying conditions that you're working with a nurse or a doctor with or whoever. And you know, always ask your guides if this is the right thing for you. Okay, yes, yes, and yes. So just thank you guys, I love you. Namaste. Again, thank you for the likes and the subscribes and the donations, the bookings. Just yay, thank you for watching. So I appreciate you.